Hey, it's Ellie, and welcome to my very first art video. I have been wanting to share my art with you guys for a while now. I think I talked about it like a year ago or something, and I never ended up posting any videos because I only did traditional art, and every time I tried to record me drawing or painting or doing something, either the recording would fail for some reason, like the power went out one time and that just corrupts the entire video, or I felt like you couldn't really see what I was doing that well, and so it didn't feel worth sharing. But in November, I bought myself a drawing tablet so that I could plunge into the digital art world, and I am so glad I did because it is amazing. What you're seeing here is my literal second attempt at drawing anything on the tablet, and it's the first thing that I actually finished. So I want you guys to be aware that it's very rough. This is I'm a newbie at doing digital art, so this is not as good as it could be, that's for sure. I wanted to post it though because I don't think it turned out half bad, and also in a couple years I can look back at this and see how far I've come and how much I've improved, and I think that's pretty cool. So here it is, the first thing that I ever finished on my drawing tablet, and you're probably wondering what the heck I am drawing. This creepy little green skinned girl. Well, she is a D&D character, like an NPC specifically. I recently got into Dungeons and Dragons. I've been having a lot of fun playing with my fiance. It's literally just us right now. I'm the DM and he's the player, but we're having a really good time, and we've got a couple of friends that might be interested in joining us. So we're gonna take our sessions online, I think, using maybe map tools or Roll20 or whatever other map making software I can find that also lets me host a game potentially. And as a DM, I've decided that I'm just gonna do all of my own character art. So this is just a random NPC that I had in mind. I don't want to say too much in case any of the players are watching. I'm not sure if they will be, but I'm gonna err on the safe side and not spoil anything. So I'm not gonna talk about her role or anything, but she's supposed to be this kind of creepy little girl that is going to come out of nowhere as a random encounter is what I'm thinking, and I want the players to be unsure what to think about her. I want her to look creepy enough that they can be wary, but like normal enough still that she's a little girl, maybe you should help her, you know, that kind of mentality, and just let them decide what to do from there. I'm not gonna say whether she is good or bad actually, because that's a huge spoiler, but I decided to do this character first because I knew she didn't matter. I don't have to use her if she doesn't turn out well, and also I thought she would be a little more forgiving to draw as my kind of first portrait, because she's green, and that's, if I mess up the colors or the shading or something, it's not going to be as noticeable as if I was drawing a person of a normal skin tone, and you know what they're supposed to look like and what the shading like should be. I thought the green skin would be a little easier, basically, is what I'm saying. And it was, and it also wasn't, because it was hard to see if I got things right, I guess. But like I said, I think she turned out okay. As far as how I'm drawing her, I guess I could talk about that. So you missed the sketching phase because it's so rough, and I'm mostly just trying to get the proportions right, and to be completely honest, sometimes I just kind of trace the bare minimum head shape, eye line, and like the lip line, and maybe a little bit of the nose. I don't recommend tracing because it's really not a good way to practice, and everybody can use practice, especially me. I literally just started this, but I wanted to save a little bit of time, so I did trace a little bit, and then after that I work with two references. You can see I've got the miniature one on the top of the screen, which I've posterized, and I've also added like a green filter to it so that I can get a little bit better of a color idea for her shading and whatnot. And then on the left side of my drawing is just the normal portrait, which is the full size that I am drawing so that I can compare, you know, proportions and whatnot very easily. But mostly I work from this tiny little reference that I've got that is green, just for the colors, and because I can zoom in and out easily in between these to kind of focus on an area, which I think I focus a little bit too much on some details here, but again, I'm just kind of figuring everything out and using the tools in Photoshop. I'm using Photoshop, by the way, I'm sure you can see that, but that's what I'm using to create this. And I don't use anything else. That's all. I don't use any like added brushes or anything. I just use whatever default things come in Photoshop, and that's it. I don't know. People, I guess, get really uppity about brushes. This is something I've learned recently. And I use like 2 brushes that are like the most basic brushes, so I will probably look back at this and be like, wow, you are such a fool for doing that. But right now that's what I can do, and that's what I'm comfortable doing. Like I said, I'm sure I will get better and understand my mistakes eventually. But for now, I'm just messing around, and it's turning out okay, so I'm pretty happy with how everything is going. The next few drawings that I have planned are just normal portraits. They're not green, they're just normal people, and you can definitely see the improvement from like my first normal portrait to the last one that I did. The last one definitely turned out much better. And then after that, I'm gonna keep posting all of my character art for my D&D stuff, and probably also me making the maps, because I think I'll do some of that in Photoshop and make like different map assets and whatnot. So I'll probably post some of those speed arts too. And then I would really like to do some video game art is what I'm thinking. I would definitely like to do some things for The Witcher, and probably Skyrim, because I love that game. And then I would like to give an attempt at doing some art for The Long Dark, but I'm not sure how that's gonna turn out, because The Long Dark has a very like watercolory style, so I'm not sure how well I'll be able to match that in art right now, because I don't really have a style, and I'm not sure how well I can emulate other people's styles either at this point. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, but that's what I want to do. And then I also like to do a bunch of art for basically books and TV shows and movies that I like, because I have also been wanting to put video essays on my channel, and I made this whole entire video essay for His Dark Materials reviewing the first season, and I was done with it before season 2 came out, and then it wouldn't render. I don't know why. I think when I get like so many clips in Vegas Pro, it just doesn't like that, and there's just so many clips in a video essay, so I was really bummed that I couldn't get that out in time. But I'm not letting myself get too down. I'm still going to do the videos, even I don't care if season 2 is already done, whatever, I'll just review them all. But I think instead of showing like clips of the TV series, I'm just gonna do some art and, you know, voice over my video essay, and I think that should be good enough. I don't know if that's really a video essay anymore, but yeah, I think it'll be pretty fun to watch. So that's the plan. This video is so long because this, like I said, is the first thing I ever finished, and it took me 6 hours or something, and that's too long. Now, even though I've only done like 5 or 6 complete portraits, it takes me like 2 hours. So it's like a third of the time that it takes me to actually finish something in just a couple portraits later. So I definitely think that these videos will be shorter in the future. I haven't edited the rest of them, but I'm sure they're going to be much shorter than 30 minutes long. And also, if you watched my channel update video, which I haven't made yet, but I'm going to, you will know that I am going to try to stream on Twitch some of my art, like while I'm doing it. So I don't think that'll be too bad. It's going to be pretty chill, nothing exciting, honestly, and it's going to be very like what you see here, but slower, and that's pretty much it. And then I'll chat with you guys, obviously. I'm not sure if I'll have a cam on. I could do it with or without, I guess. Depends on the day, how I'm feeling. And I think it'll be pretty fun. Like I said, I can get something done in like 2 hours now. So it's going to be not a terribly long stream, and you guys will just see the whole process of me doing the art from start to finish. And that's it. I might also stream the long dark. That's what I'm thinking right now. Because I don't think I'm going to stream too much. Mostly just the art and probably some of the long dark, because I like that game, and it's basically the only game that I continue to play even through my gaming slumps, which I get in quite often. So yeah, it's either that or Planet Zoo, but I don't think Planet Zoo is a great streaming game because it's a little too, I don't know, I feel like I have to focus on it a lot. And as far as like managing the zoo, if I'm doing that, if I'm not doing that, then I'm building, and that's not very exciting in my opinion to watch live because it's pretty slow. But as you can see, the drawing is coming along. She kind of looks like she has some dimension to her now, and if you might have noticed, I struggle a lot with the lips. I'm still struggling with mouths in general because they're just they're very tricky to do, honestly. I feel like that's the hardest part for me right now, is drawing realistic looking mouths. And also, it didn't help that, again, this girl is green, and I envisioned her originally with purple lips, and I do get her to have purple lips that I think look semi-decent in the end, but for now they stay red for quite a while. Also, if you noticed, I'm sorry, being that this is my first couple times recording my art, but I paused my recording sometimes when I had to take a break, and then I would start drawing again before I started the recording. So if you notice like weird gaps or jumps where like a lot more things are done, then well, that's why. It's because I just forgot to hit record again. Sorry, I am much better, and 2 hours is a much more reasonable time to complete something, and I don't have to take breaks in between. So like the recording is just one long session instead of, I've got 4 different recording files for this one. So that part of all the jump cuts. But sometimes I do jump cuts in the middle of one recording, because you can pause recordings now in OBS, which is amazing, and also I often forget to unpause. So it's kind of bad also. But I'm working on it, and like I said, the next ones are much better. So this is going to be the roughest art and the roughest video, probably, in my opinion. I also struggle a crazy amount with the hair. You'll see me try to fix that like 3 different times and like figure out what I'm even doing with the hair. It's just, especially this girl's hair is like kind of all over the place at the bottom, so it didn't have like a set style or anything, and I didn't really like that for the NPC that I was trying to draw. So yeah, I mess up on the hair a lot. It's pretty rough. At one point I just get frustrated and like crop the whole thing so the picture is smaller, so I don't even have to worry about the bottom of the hair, because hair is hard. Hair and lips, that's what I'm struggling with right now. But anyway, honestly, I don't really have anything else to talk about. I've got more videos coming. If you have any requests for art, send them to me. Maybe it doesn't take me that long to do some art. So I'm definitely willing to take requests if you got anything, you know, video game related, or like, I guess it doesn't have to be, but that's what I'm assuming. Most of you are here because I play games, so if you've got like video game art that you want me to attempt to do, I could definitely give it a go. I guess that's it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a like, and like I said, if you have any requests, feel free to send them to me. Oh, and join my Discord if you want to, because I'm gonna be posting all of my art there. So like, if you actually wanna see my art finished even before the video is posted, I'll be posting my finished art. Yeah, maybe just pop in there. And there's really nothing going on at the moment, but I'm just gonna, you know, post my art there, and you can look at it if you want to. So again, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye!
Bye.